I'm Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. Well, let's do this thing. It doesn't get any better than this. This is the busiest sports weekend on the calendar year. Let's do this thing. I hope your television set has one of those in-screen things, and then there's an in-screen within the in-screen, and an in-screen within that in-screen. You know what? Screw that. I'm just going to go to a sports bar because there's that much stuff going on. Let's start with the Major League Baseball playoffs. Am I the only one who thinks it's insane to play 162 games, and then 18 innings later you can find yourself trailing in a series 2-0? But that's where the Tampa Bay Devil Rays find themselves. And I say devil because I think they need a little devilish luck right about now. This is what Cliff Lee can do for you. Basically kill a series. 5-game set. Texas looking for their first ever postseason series victory. Looks like they're going to get it. And yes, I like the Tampa Bay Rays to win the World Series. Not happening right now. I'm on the Texas Rangers bandwagon. And no matter what happens in the end with the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins, I'm starting to feel Cliff Lee and the Texas Rangers. Now, baseball's good, but college football's even better. You want to talk about rivalries? How about Michigan and Michigan State? Denard Robinson, Kirk Cousins, Rich Rodriguez, Mark D'Antonio. Does it get any better than this in the state of Michigan? No, it does not. This is the first time since 2003 both teams have been ranked for the showdown. First time since 1999 both teams have been undefeated for the throwdown. This is a great football game, and I'll tell you what. You want to take whoever has the ball last, and you might as well flip a coin. I think the over is the way to go in this football game. And God bless college football, the bands, the cheerleaders, and not to mention the boosters who want to make sure that their favorite coach covers the point spread. College football far superior to making money than the National Football League, in my opinion. I love the fact that the clock stops with first downs. And I'll tell you what, the clock is going to be stopping an awful lot when Arkansas and Texas A&M throw it down to Jerry Jones's flashy stadium. I don't care what the total is. Give me the over in that football game. Miami and Florida State throwing it down. Both these programs trying to reclaim their dominance and say that they're back on the map. I tell you what, the winner of this football game will be back on the map. And while the Miami Hurricanes probably get it done, I tell you what, those points are looking pretty tempting, aren't they? Give me Jimbo Fisher and the Florida State Seminoles. Now, the National Football League, things are getting crazy. And if I hear one more analyst say, don't worry, it's early, it's not so early. The quarter of the season is already done. Listen, if you live to be 80 years old, and, you're 20, how early is it? It's not all that early. It's time to get it done, especially if the Tennessee Titans. You look at Tennessee, they're rolling in to the same stadium that Arkansas and Texas A&M are going to be playing it. There's something about the Dallas Cowboys. When everybody thinks they're there, they're not quite there. And when everyone thinks they're done, they're actually there. Isn't this one of these spots? You got Vince Young going back to the state of Texas, kind of like the Tennessee Titans here. But my favorite play of the week will be the Green Bay Packers. Love the Green Bay Packers in this spot. Washington Redskins coming off an emotional victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. I like Green Bay. Green Bay has been winning football games, but they haven't been playing all that well. We know about the debacle in Chicago. They will get it done against the Washington Redskins. And speaking of bandwagons in the state of Texas, the city of Houston, one of my favorite cities in the United States of America, had a great time there before, and I hope to visit the Lone Star State again. And the Houston Texans, always that trendy selection. This is the year, this is the year, this is the year. Well, I'll tell you what, this is the Houston Texans year. And the lines makers and the public not giving Matt Schaub and the Texans the respect they deserve. Yeah, the New York Giants beat the Chicago Bears. They sacked Jay Cutler like 9 times in the first half, and they were only up 3-0. The New York Giants are an average to mediocre football team, and I think the Houston Texans will get it done. Are you tired yet? Because we're not done yet. National Hockey League regular season has begun. And, one thing about the return of the NHL, it's all good. I love hockey, any league. I love all hockey. I love the sport of hockey. I don't like Gary Bettman, but that's another story. But it's hard to miss something if it's not really gone. And the fact of the matter is, the Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup like 3 weeks ago, didn't they? Oh, hockey's back. Yeah, great. Wake me up when it's snowing. That's when hockey starts, when there's snow on the ground. Yeah, I know. Someone out there right now watching this. What about Los Angeles, Morency? What about Los Angeles? Tell you what, I like the Los Angeles Kings a lot this year. I don't know if they're ready for prime time just yet. Good enough to win a Stanley Cup. Call me crazy. I think the Los Angeles Kings can make it to the Western Conference Finals. I'm feeling the San Jose Sharks this year. Every year, people like the San Jose Sharks. This year, nobody likes the Sharks. I like the San Jose Sharks. Watch Niemi, of all guys. Somebody kicked to the curb from the defending Stanley Cup champion Chicago Blackhawks. Watch Eddie Niemi get it done with the San Jose Sharks. I don't think San Jose is going to win the Stanley Cup, but I think they get there, and I think the Washington Capitals finally get it done. We got CFL football. Montreal, Calgary. Calgary just destroyed the Montreal Alouettes. They better get it done on Canadian Thanksgiving on Monday. That's how good this weekend is. It's extended for Canadian gamblers. You got action across the board. Monday Night Football. How about Randy Moss? How about Darrell Revis? How about Rex Ryan? God, did ESPN manufacture this trade for ratings? Because how can the ratings be any better? You've got UFL football on the board. And, oh, yeah, don't forget, fight fans, this is an opportunity to watch a Diaz brother do his thing, as Nick Diaz doesn't like KJ Nunes very much. And I'll tell you what, at the end of Saturday night, Nick Diaz will have left KJ Nunes in a puddle of blood. And this is my lock of the night. KJ Nunes is going to the hospital on Saturday night. Lay the heavy price. Get it done with Nick Diaz. It's Strikeforce, baby. I'm Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. May the winners be yours.